before I do it so you don't get scared. Now this animal is very tiny. He's actually a bug. But he can't jump or fly or scratch or even bite. So you're pretty safe. Not doing a very good job holding on. But this is our Madagascar Hissing Cockroach. Turn around so I help you see. Good job. So what is your name? Kylie? This is Kylie, and she's being very brave holding our cockroach right now, and she's going to protect him and make sure he doesn't fall. But if he does fall on the ground, it's actually okay because he has a very hard exoskeleton. And an exoskeleton is kind of the same as your skeleton, but where is your skeleton? Is it on the outside or inside of your body? It's on the inside. That's where your bones are, right? Your bones are on the inside. His bones are on the outside. So Kylie, can you touch him? Does he feel soft or hard? She can't tell. Well, usually he feels pretty hard. Usually he feels pretty hard and smooth. And so when he falls, the inside of his body, all of his organs, his tummy, and his heart, they're not going to get hurt when he falls on the ground because he has that hard exoskeleton. That also helps to protect him sometimes from his predators. Since he can't jump or fly or even scratch or bite, he makes very good snack for lots of different kinds of animals. So he needs ways to protect himself because you can't just run around looking like lunch and not protect yourself. So his hard exoskeleton makes him kind of crunchy, so sometimes animals don't want to eat that. But he also, just like we talked about with our alligator, she is also camouflaged. So this little guy is black and brown with, some mottled coloration, and that's going to help her to hide in the leaves and dirt and rocks that are on the ground. What color are dead leaves?
Brown.
Brown. So being brown is going to help you to hide under those leaves, right? Now you see that this cockroach is sticking onto Kylie's shirt very well, and that's because they have tiny little hooks on their feet, kind of like Velcro. Does anyone have Velcro shoes on today? If you look at them, they have little teeny tiny hooks on them too, and that's what helps to keep your shoe closed and it stays on your foot, right? And they can the Velcro sometimes gets caught on other stuff too, right? Yeah. So her little feet are going to have those little hooks too, and that helps her to climb trees or hide under logs, and that makes her very, very good at hiding from her predators. Now the last thing that makes her very good at escaping predators is a noise that she's able to make. Now this is a Madagascar hissing cockroach. So what noise do you think she makes? A hissing sound. So we handle these guys all the time, so she's not very startled. But when they are afraid, she's going to push air through teeny tiny little holes on her exoskeleton, and that's going to make a hissing sound. So if you were a bird or a mouse hopping along on the ground looking for something yummy to eat, but you heard a hissing sound, what else makes a hissing sound that you might want to stay away from? A snake, right. A snake might eat a mouse, or a bird, I guess, if it caught it. So if you heard a hissing sound and you were looking for food, you might want to stay away from that area because the last time you heard that sound, your brother got eaten. So you're going to stay away from there. So the hissing cockroach makes this hissing sound, and that deters predators as well. So they're actually pretty awesome. And where these guys live is a place called Madagascar, and they play a very important role in the environment. Not only do they provide food for many different kinds of animals in Madagascar, but they are also the garbage men of Madagascar. When leaves or sticks or even some lemur poop falls on the forest floor of Madagascar, it has to be cleaned up, and I'm not going to do it. I don't live there. So they don't have zookeepers in Madagascar to clean up after the wild lemurs, so they need little zookeepers of their own. And that is the Madagascar hissing cockroach. They run around on the floor and eat all of the detritus. Now, detritus is kind of a big word, just for dead stuff on the ground. They'll eat just about anything, whether it's leaves or meat or lemur poop, I guess. They'll eat pretty much anything that falls on the forest floor in Madagascar. So they clean up a lot of stuff. Here at the zoo, they do not eat lemur poop. they get fruits and veggies, and their favorite thing of all is chocolate chip cookies. Every once in a while, they do get a cookie, and they eat that faster than anything else. They love their cookies. So we take pretty good care of these guys. We don't make them do any work here. They don't have to clean anything up or eat lemur poop, because that sounds gross to me. But they do get very good care, and they are some pretty cool little guys. So some people are afraid of them, but they're pretty awesome if you ask me. I used to not like bugs, but after meeting these guys, I kind of like them. What do you think, Kylie? Do you like them? Yeah, they're pretty cool. So of all the animals that I brought out for you today, these guys are the only ones that make actually a pretty awesome pet, because you'll feed them whatever, and they don't require much water or much space. You can keep them we have them in a big tank, and he lives with his little family, and just like any other cockroach, they can survive pretty much anything. It's very hard to kill these guys. If you go on vacation, you can just leave them some extra water and a big giant cookie, and they'll be happy as fun. Alrighty, so Kylie, are you ready for me to take them? Okay. And I'll give you a special prize for being so very brave. Can everyone give Kylie a big round of applause? So you guys pick a prize from stickers or a bookmark. What is in here? That's a good one. Those are cheaters. Okay, so we can give Kylie another big round of applause.